The first thing we heard was a low hum. It came through a channel that was not supposed to exist at Black Site Meridian. Every signal was logged, filtered, and archived. Except this one, the screen flickered, a static crackle rolled through the room. And then silence, no source, no origin, no identifiable waveform. They told us it was background noise, cosmic radiation, solar interference. That was the first lie. The signal returned 3 minutes later. Stronger, focused, intentional. It did not repeat, it evolved. I was assigned to decode it, because I specialized in anomalous transmissions patterns that behaved like thought rather than data. The moment I listened, I felt pressure. Behind my eyes, the low hum vibrated through the floor, as if the facility itself was resonating. The signal was not broadcast outward, it was aimed inward, at us, the higher-ups. Shut down external comms, no satellites, no civilian networks, no leaks. Officially, nothing was happening. Unofficially, alarms began to echo through the lower levels, distant alarms, muffled, almost restrained. They did not want the sound to escape. The signal contained layers, not encryption, perspective. Each time we adjusted our filters, it sounded different, not clearer, closer, like something learning. How we hear. The linguists failed, the mathematicians failed, then the psychologists were brought in. That is when the first incident happened. A technician removed his headset, stood up, and calmly walked into a sealed wall. No impact, no resistance. He simply passed through and vanished. The footage was classified within seconds, labeled as equipment malfunction. Second lie, the signal intensified. The distorted radio chatter from other monitoring stations started bleeding into our feed. Voices overlapping, repeating phrases they had not spoken. One voice kept coming back, mine. I had not recorded anything. They tried to shut the signal down. Power cuts, hard resets, physical disconnection. Nothing worked, because the signal was not coming from space, it was coming from beneath the site. They revealed the truth to a select few, including me. Black Site Meridian was built over something ancient, not discovered. Recovered, an object found decades ago during deep earth drilling, not a ship, not a weapon, a receiver. It had been dormant, waiting. Our satellites did not attract the signal. They completed it. The receiver activated, and the signal finally finished forming. Words appeared on every internal screen, not typed, not transmitted, projected directly into cognition. We heard you listening. Panic followed. But it was controlled panic, silent panic. The government issued a blackout protocol. Global misinformation campaigns launched instantly. Solar flare explanations, network glitches, false alerts. Third lie, because people were already hearing it. Ham radios, emergency channels, even children toys. A low hum beneath everyday noise. The signal was spreading, not like a broadcast, like a contagion. Those exposed too long began to change. They stopped sleeping, stopped speaking, stopped reacting. Brain scans showed activity patterns that did not match human neurology. Something was overriding us. The final decision was made: destroy the receiver, collapse the site, erase all evidence. A controlled detonation was authorized. I was ordered to evacuate. I refused. When the countdown reached 0, the explosion never came. Instead, the distant alarms fell silent. The hum stopped. Relief lasted exactly 1 second. Then the signal spoke again, not through speakers, not through screens, directly. You are too loud. The receiver unfolded, not physically, conceptually. The walls bent. Depth inverted, space felt wrong, and I understood the final truth. They never intended to share. The signal was never meant for us. It was a response to something humanity sent long ago, unintentionally. Nuclear tests, deep space, radar, constant noise, into the dark. We had been screaming into the universe. And now something had finally answered. The facility began to disappear, section by section, not destroyed, removed, archived. I am recording this from a terminal that no longer exists. Time feels unstable. Thoughts feel observed. The signal is still growing, still spreading, still listening. If you can hear a faint low hum right now, if the silence feels heavier than it should, then ask yourself, when something answers a call humanity never meant to make, do you think it is coming to speak or to silence us?